Entering the qualifiers, Jordan Bradley, England, Hugh Telford, Northern Ireland. On table 1. Gary Jordan in the room, please, from Northern Ireland. Gary Jordan. Right, 6 o'clock session in the qualifiers. Table 2, Eric Webber, England, Mohammed Labak of Morocco. Table 5, John Patel, India, Stuart Jones, qualifier. Table 7, Brandon Falzon, Malta, Mark Price, qualifier. Table 8, David Gonzalez of France, Lucky Badham, India. Table 9, Dave Stock, qualifier, Colin Thomas, qualifier. Table 11, Chadwick Johnson, South Africa, Parteb Singh, India. Table 12, Duncan Pisani, Malta, Paul Kelly, Ireland. Table 13, Chris McMullen, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Antoine Agrelina Malta. Table 14, Adbaramani Chorty Morocco, Martin Carolan Ireland.
Oh, well, he's playing.
But he's playing.
Okay.
So I'm doing it myself. Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first round of the World Championship Singles Qualifier. Just lagging off to see who's got the break. We've got Mark Price of England and Mr. Falzon of Malta, whose first name escapes me at the moment, Brandon Falzon. Good player, plays with the Maltese team, know him reasonably well. Mark Price, I'm not really sure I know a lot about Mark, but hopefully we've got two good players here and going to have a feast of good pool. So Brandon to break off. First is 7. World rules, alternate breaks. A nice wide open break. Balls down, one of each. He's got the choice. There's not a vast amount of options there. His only potting opportunity seems to be the yellow into the middle, right middle. Yellows, they're a little bit ugly, aren't they? A little bit congested near the black spot. But we'll see what he can manufacture from this. The Maltese lads are known for being quite attacking. So I'm fairly certain he'll have a bit of a go at something here. He's having a good way up with the situation. They're not playing under the clock on this round. So he's nominated the red. And he's on reds. But he's actually left the yellows in a better situation than when he started. So I'll first look at Mark Price and see what he's got. Can pot this yellow, you can probably kiss onto the red and hold for the middle yellow to the right middle. That's what it's played. Now, the ball above the red near the black spot does go to the right middle, but he's got a bit of manoeuvring to do to get round these balls here. I don't know if he's got an angle to screw in for a split at all, or whether he's just going to drop this and leave an angle on the left middle to get the white back down. I screwed in for the split. That's worked pretty good. Nice shot. Now, ideally, given that he's on the yellow that's near the black spot to the right middle. He wants to be taking that away now, and then it should be a fairly straightforward run out from there. If you can just kill the white against the black here, would be nice. Drifted a little bit, but it's okay. Yellow to the left middle is a shot. A little bit of stun. Pull the white wide on that bottom ball for the top left. And he should be fairly straightforward here. Yeah, played it nice and confidently. That's a good shot, but he's going to have to drag this with a bit of run inside to stay in the potting line of the last yellow to the bottom left. So we'll see what he's like with a bit of side. He's obviously left-handed player. So putting the left-hand side on as a left-handed player is, I don't know, I find it easier being right-handed putting left on it, but we'll see what he's got. Oh, he's screwing around, which is a big shot, and it's, it's easy to go wrong. As you can see, he's decided to overhit that by quite a bit, which is why I like the drag with run inside. Then you're never going out of sight of the yellow. I don't think you can pot it clean without risking putting the red in the bottom right, but we'll see. He's going to give it a big dig here and see what happens. Oh, he's played that really nicely, but he's got a cut on the black in the middle. A little bit raggedy, but it works. You need a bit of luck when you're having to take a thin cut like that, I suppose. It's fairly straightforward, maybe about a quarter ball pot, I think, so not too taxing. Doesn't have to put a lot of pace into the white, so shouldn't be running around like a madman. Nice first frame, Mark Price. Break, failed to dish, and Mark just dishes up. Mark racking them up, frame number 2, 1-0 lead. These qualifying rounds for the World Championships, all these lads here, of which there are a lot, I don't know how many, 100 odd players. They're playing for 28 places, so they've got to win quite a few matches to get through. It's all today, rest of today, all tomorrow. And by the end of tomorrow, there's about 28 places that are going to get filled up in the main draw. So Mark, left-handed, looks like he's going straight into the head ball. Let's see what he's got here. Not the best break in the world there, but and he's failed to pot one. So we'll see Brandon in action now, and I'm certain he's going to be going for the clearance here. Doesn't look like he's got a fantastic angle on his bottom ball, so he's probably going to have to put a little bit of pace into this to get the white away. Yeah, screwed off it. Plenty of room for error there. He's really wasn't screwing back to get on the middle. He was screwing back to get on the ball to the same top left, but he's on the middle. And he'll end up with an angle down, back down the table off this red here. The only area where he's going to have much to think about is the two reds together near the bottom left corner, and you need to get fairly nice position on those two to be able to manoeuvre between them. So it looks like he's playing back across for the ball to the top right. Yes, he's held that well. So his next positional shot is absolutely critical. It's the one after this, the position shot after this is going to be a tricky one, so he needs to get this position dead on to make the next shot as easy as possible. So for me, you want to hold the white slightly high on the potting angle of the next one to the bottom left, which will give him a chance to run on and off the bottom rail into position. Oh, and he's decided that on this occasion he doesn't want to take the clearance. So Mark will be thinking all his birthdays have come at once. He's got a couple of balls to choose from as a starter if he wants to go dishing, but it looks like he's playing the plant, which is a bit of a defensive shot. Now I'm not really that keen on this. I mean, he's got it, but if he's left the gap for the white to go between the yellow and red for him to play the plant to the bottom left, it's not a good shot. And it looks to me like, geez, he possibly has exactly left that. But he's just going to try and tie this pocket up a little bit. Oh, he's created himself a gap there, so that's fair. But I just don't think it's enough to give him a shot at being favourite in this frame. Without doubt, it's making Mark think about it a little bit more. He's played that nicely. He could really do with an angle down, because he's looking at getting the ball. It's like on the black spot of a snooker table, he's looking at getting to that fairly sharpish. So if you can run the white through and get down for it, yeah, nicely on it. He'd really like to be fairly straight, and he could just stun for the middle then. You know, at the end of this clearance, the black's going to be a tricky one, because I'm guessing he's going to be looking at taking his plant to the bottom left. He's going to be his last couple of balls, and you know the last ball there sitting on that corner is going to be a little bit tricky getting onto the black. Be nice if you could knock this red out of the way when he pots this one to the middle. And he has done exactly that. It's a great shot. So let's see how straight your cue arm is here, Mark. I think you can play this with a stun and leave a little angle on the plant's probably favourite. Ooh. Right. Bit more angle than he really wanted. Now he has to think about controlling the pace of the white. Whereas if he was a bit straight, it wouldn't be giving him an issue. Right. I don't think that's going to win him the frame. Because at some point, Brandon will probably get himself into a position where he plays the deliberate foul to the bottom left and leave the white touching Mark's last ball. Yeah, that's a fair shot. Now, Mark really, for my money, he might as well take the DF, take the white back up the table, put plenty of distance on to make Brandon's next shot really difficult. So he's going to swing this. He's going to pot it thin and straighten up, is he? Yeah, fair play. I think you would have liked the white on the top rail there, just to make this shot more tricky. So for my money, Brandon can play the red onto the on and off the bottom cushion, run the white onto the bottom cushion, then play the DF and leave the white touching the yellow. And if he leaves that white touching the yellow, then Mark can't play a push shot with his first of 2 visits, and he's in trouble. Really, he wants the white on the bottom cushion here if he's going to play the shot, I'm thinking. Oh my word. That is horrific. I'm not even sure what he was thinking about there. I mean, it just wasn't a shot, was it? So, Mark Price, he's got a new best mate in Brandon Falzon of Malta. I wonder if he can pot the yellow to the corner and like stun the white back into touching the other yellow. Ooh. Well, you know, that's a fair shot, really. It's a fair shot, but it was all a bit random, wasn't it? And he played a push shot there, which I'm sure he didn't want to. For my money, I think Mark's got to put the cue through this a little bit. I think a controlled positional shot here is really difficult to judge. So he's gonna backheel it and leave himself not a great deal. Yeah, leaving himself not a great deal apart from a world of pain. Right. So he said to Brandon, sorry, he said, I don't want this frame. I'd really like you to have it instead. Yeah, that just applied a wagon load of pressure. I mean, for my money, Mark's going to have to go for a bit of randomness here. Off the bottom rail, get a good contact, see if he can force that yellow off the red as a double to the left middle. Oh, he's going to play a DF and say, here's your 2 shots, pal, with 2 balls left. It doesn't really gain him a lot. It gives Brandon a free chance to set himself up. And if he doesn't set himself up, snooking him again is going to be dead easy, isn't it? Probably play a long... Oh. Yeah, I'm not convinced that was the right shot. I think playing the long double was the better shot there, and playing the white into the same position as he's got now. Because his other balls, he's put it on the rail a bit, but he can screw on and leave himself snookered or really thin on his last ball. That's fairly rubbish. Yeah, look, it must be tight. He's having a close look. Right, let's see if he's brought his razor blade with him. Nice. Mark says, thank you very much. Simple pot to the corner. Bounce the white on and off the cushion and you're laughing here. There you go. Happy days. Boom. 2-0, Mark Price. So Brandon needs to get his head sorted a little bit. He's not played anywhere near as good as I've seen him play in the past. Hopefully he'll get himself into gear. when it gets rolling, he can take a few nice dishes out. And he has gone dry as a nun. And it's an ugly board to look at, isn't it? Any clearance from there is going to take some getting. So I think the way the first two frames have gone, if I was Mark, I'd just play a nice steady containing shot here and say to Brandon, right, you're feeling under pressure, so I'll let you have a slash at these. He's actually opened them up a bit, and if he's left him the red to the middle, that's a very bad shot. Because he can drop that red in the middle, right middle, leave an angle on the bottom left to split the black away from his only bad red. And then Brandon will definitely be emptying his cell all out with this. But he's decided he doesn't like taking dishes out. And he said to Mark, you have a bash at these, buddy. So Mark should be taking the if he's going middle, he needs to make sure he leaves an angle here. Oh, he's forced it that way, so that's a nice controlled shot. Fairly steady away here, just a stun for the two balls to the bottom left. And he's got one in the middle. I'm sure he'll run through for the ball down the rail to the bottom right. Just go back up, two middles, black down the rail, finished. How's that, ladies and gentlemen? That's made life difficult for him. But these Maltese boys are not bothered about taking them up the table, so he'll just be going for slotting this one in. I think if Brandon gets this finish here, you might see a bit of fireworks. Right. Yeah, he's just playing a bit too tentative, isn't he? He just like dollied that rather than played it with commitment. So that's fair enough. He's left him a really thin one to the middle. And I think realistically, does he have to take it? Yeah, quite possibly. He's going to struggle to get on it in any better way, and any split's going to be a bit random. The good thing is, if he drops it dead weight, he's holding for the middle anyway. Has he gone at the corner or the middle? He's gone to the middle. Oh, and it just slipped out. So Brandon is definitely under pressure here. I think his shot's probably covering the corner pocket. He can go potting, and yeah, that's not come out too bad. He's gonna have to, play with a bit of confidence here. And I think he's got to have a go at these, like. He can go, yeah, top corner for the split. Yeah, you see, this is how the Maltese lads play. They don't hang back when they don't have to. He wants to leave himself a nice ball to get onto the black. It's his last ball. But there's plenty of options for that. So it looks like he's going bottom right. Is he going bottom right? He's having a bit of luck. Bottom right for me. Then middle right. Then he'll go bottom left and leave himself two balls that both quite nice for getting onto the black. That's what he's playing, yeah. Yeah, he's nicely on there, so he's just going to dribble this into the middle. Leave yourself bottom left, which he'll just play with a little bit of dragging left hand side. Bring the white away, and should leave himself two simple balls for last. Yeah, he's got that nice. just needs to pull the white back a little bit and make sure it gets away from the cushion plenty. Oh, that go in the middle? That's even better. I was just about to say I would still be going for the bottom left anyway, because the ball he's just played was sweet for getting onto the black. And I think you'll find Mark will probably leave his ball in the middle to last, because he'll play that off the yellow and leave himself nailed on the black. Now, if you just have a little think about this, I think take the red to the bottom left. Hold yourself nice and straight on this sort of narrow ball to the bottom right. And then he's simple. He's going the other way, so he goes this way. I think he plays for a long ball to the corner. Oh, he's pilled off it. That's a nice shot. Nice shot. So there's a nice steady stunner here. Leave yourself being able to drag your last one into. You see, I don't like that. It's alright, like, but it was just easy if you left it so he's playing it like half ball to the top right and put left hand side and swing the white onto the rail, but he can screw off this. I mean, wherever he leaves the white here, it is. Yeah, I could have done with being straight on that, I think. Like straight up the cushion, so you're playing it off the yellow. He's made it a little bit ugly, particularly if he's moving the yellow, and, you know, because he's then got to judge his white bouncing off the rail. Right, so he's just played that. See, that way it's left the black tougher than it needed to be. I don't expect he'll miss it, but if he'd got his white onto the cushion previously, it would have been just dead straight on this black. Yeah. Nice pockets on these tables. 3-0 Mark Price, and he thinks all his birthdays have come at once. Back to the action. Mark to break, leading 3-0. And Brandon is not firing at all. Let's see if Mark can get himself a decent break this time. No, he can't. And now then, if Brandon has any ambitions of winning this match, he needs to be taking this finish away right now. It's as straightforward as you can ask for. Not the biggest fan of this shot, but if he gets a nice contact, he's alright. Yeah, it's played it well. Just stun up the side cushion. That's... I'm sure he didn't want to be on that one next into the right middle. He wanted to be on the one down the cushion without a doubt. But he's okay. He just puts that in the middle, stuns his white down. You see, he's just played that with no conviction. He's rolled it and he's ended up with not the right angle on his next ball. It's still workable, you know. He can pot to the middle, screw and hold for his next one to the same middle, or screw down for his bottom ball. And he's just put the black as ugly as you could want it, like. He really needs to be opening that black up in some manner, because, you know, realistically, position onto it's ugly. But it's a bit too risky, really. Trying to split the black off this bottom right corner, I think's too risky. So he's just going to play position, or not, possibly. If he's straight on to the top corner, that's not bad. He leaves himself a nice angle for his ball down the cushion, and he can sort of randomly go into the black, or try and, if you could try and bounce across and catch the yellow rather than the black, that would be a result. But he's decided that he'd take the option of snookering himself. Saved Mark a job, really. Mark just pots in the middle. Yeah. If you can squeeze that ball past the black, he's not so bad. You daren't play the snooker because it's just too easy, isn't it? So you want to try and just either wedge this past there or pot it. That's perfect, that. I think given the position of the yellows, you're almost guaranteed Brandon's going to play the DF, yellow, black, yellow. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? It kind of works, but it's not brilliant. It's not great, is it? Mark's just he's gonna open these balls up on that bottom corner, get another snooker while opening his only other dodgy ball, and it leaves him one ball to move away from black when he gets his 2 visits. That works, doesn't it? That works. He's not played it brilliant, but it's good enough, I think. I'd have preferred to keep my white fairly low, and then he could glance off his cushion ball to play the snooker. Whereas now, he's saying it's not touching, but he just doesn't want to leave him a chance to dolly up to the black. Or even, you know, potentially double kiss the black and rag it in. So he's not getting 2 shots from this. I wonder if he's banking on having a shot on the yellow, but there's a random chance of a double kiss in here. Oh, not that pace, there isn't. And he's left him on the middle, guaranteed. That noise, ladies and gentlemen, was Mark Price's notification on his phone. I think Brandon's just sent him a friend request. Sailed it in. Curtains. Brandon's loving this match today. Not quite as much as Mark Price, though. Yeah, nice. He just wants to be just careful here, you know, because he's got 3 simple balls. And he wants to take them in a simple way. So just get yourself a nice angle here. Yeah, that's good to stun across. That's good enough. So it's all in the judging the pace on this screw back here. Played it well. Played it well. Yeah. Yeah, he's just rolling him around and doing him dry. Brandon wiping it off his eyelids there. Right, Brandon, how would you like to join this match? I mean, that last frame was just ridiculous. He should have been taking the finish straight off Brandon. He played his first shot nicely, and his second shot was just horrific, and then his third shot was even worse. And that's another unpleasant table to look at from a attacking point of view. He's nominated reds, so he's just dollying it up, and it's okay. It wasn't the most convincing containing shot I've ever seen in my life, but keeps the frame going for a while. Not really sure Mark was going for a pot there. I'm going to try and cut this ball right along the cushion, and going for a development here would be a sweet shot. And it's not going to be good enough. It's not going to be good enough, but it might tempt Brandon into some ridiculousness. Yeah. See, that's not great either. So Mark really, I think he might as well, given his 4-0 up, he might as well go straight in for the DF, take the white right back up to the middle of the top cushion. Because, you know, Brandon's got a couple of bad balls there, and if you don't leave him a pot on his first shot, well, you're kind of laughing, aren't you? I don't understand this, like. This is just a bit too random for my liking. Not sure what he was trying to achieve there, because if he just wanted to leave his white up that end of the table, he could have played the ball. He cannot. Yeah. So definite nice chances here for Brandon to get a mark on the board. I don't know if he can screw back into that black and get a little bit of movement on the black and red, or whether he just stuns up for an angle on the next ball to get the split. Aye. Neither. Aye. Mark's definitely must be regretting not taking the DF. He's got a chance of a DF again. He can play the 4-ball plan to the bottom right, because those reds aren't getting taken away here. I don't get it. It's all a bit headless chicken, this, isn't it? Yeah, I'd be blowing and puffing there, Mark, and I wonder what the hell I'd done. He's going to open his ball up. And, oh, hang on a minute. How'd you like that? Opened everything up in one shot with a bit of randomness. And he's got the dish on. Fairly straightforward this. Pop to the bottom right. I think I bring my white across and try and get on the one to the middle by the black. See, now he's under pressure. You really didn't want to have to pop this corner ball next. If you could have taken a drop to the middle left, then middle right, and leave this corner ball last, then the pressure's off. But it's not too bad, you know. You can just strum the white up and take a long red. And I think the black will go to the bottom left past that yellow, so... Oh my word, he's gone random. And he's kind of got away with it. Needs a nice positional shot here. He's obviously going to take right middle and a bit of right hand side and run round off two cushions to have a shot on the red to either the corner or the left middle. Oh, he's checked it back. Yeah. Kind of tough positional shot this. I don't know if you can punch it through to the middle, run up and down off the top rail and get a shot on the black to that left corner, or whether he can just punch it through the middle, up and down and leave the black in the same pocket. And he's pumping it through either way, and yeah, he's hit it like a hairdresser. He's a good 2 foot short of where he wanted to be, and given that he hasn't got a full pocket, it looks like quite a tough shot. But I'm guessing if he gets it anywhere near the knuckle, it's going to go off the yellow. So, good luck. Here we go. Oh. Right. So, Mark's new best mate. Brandon Falzon, the gift that just keeps on giving. Yeah, it's not exactly making it tough for Mark here, is it? He's just got to drop to the bottom right, no position required. Bottom left, bottom right, black in the bottom left, happy days. He's perfect. Yeah, I kind of fancy him with 2 shots from here, like. Yeah. Thank you very much. 5-0, Mark Price. Mark's break. And he's rolling in clover, and he's only two frames away from winning this with a sweep. And the way Brandon's played, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up 7-0. He's not even being close to getting any finishes. It's dry. I mean, the pair of them have been struggling a bit with the break, haven't they? Nothing much happening for them. I mean, for me, yellows are the balls. They look a little bit ugly, but if he gets his first positional shot right off the bottom left corner, leave an angle in for the split, it's all over. So just sort of drop bottom left, leave an angle off the yellow that's on the black spot of a snooker table to screw into the pack next. And he hasn't seen it. He's seen it. If he's going potting balls like this and not taking splits early, he's just not getting finishes. In this game you need to be getting in for your finishes early doors. And sorry, your developments early doors. And Mark will be feeling no pressure whatsoever here. You can play the red at the top as a double back up to this corner to make things ugly. Almost guaranteed that's what he's going to play here. Oh, let's just do that instead. That's fair enough. But it hasn't made Brandon's clearance any harder than it was, and really that's what you were aiming for. No, then that could be kind of interesting. That if that red will plant to squeeze past the yellow and hang the pocket, he's laughing. Yeah, that's good enough. That is good enough. I think the way Brandon's playing his legs just want to fall over the line for a finish, and I don't think Mark's gonna let him do that. And that's poor. Just going to move this ball out in the open, I guess. That works. That definitely works. And Brandon is in a world of pain. He just can't play a DF here because the reds are too easy. So he's going to try and squeeze a gap here. Just make it so that he's threatening the ball past there. That's fair enough. One thing Mark doesn't want to do is get too complacent with his 5-0 lead. He's just contenting himself with opening any balls up because there's still bad yellows on this table. I think Brandon's problem is if he does bag up there, Mark straight away just DFs the red on and says, "Here you go, pal, have a bash at them." And he hasn't even covered the pocket, so it meant no difference. So realistically, Mark, he only needs one development shot, and this frame's done. So if he can pot this and get his white up a little bit, so he can screw into the pack off this next one. Oh, he's gone too far. He's gone too far. He wanted to be 2 inch short of the pot and angle to get the split. So probably, I don't know if he's going to bag up or whether he's going to try and make some angles somewhere. He's determined to keep going, that's fair play to him. Now we can play the plant. Top left. Back across twice I would have played there. That's just not very pleasant, is it? If he'd gone twice across and held his white high, he might have had an angle off the middle pocket next. He's tried to make an angle. Right, Brandon. Let's see. You should be just going straight in for the kill here. I think there's only one ball to move, isn't there? One by the black. And he could play to move it gently off this shot, but he's not playing the right ball. That's... Oh. So he's going to play containing shot here, bring the white behind the yellow, or not. So he's given yet another opportunity. He's just playing like he's got no plan whatsoever. So I think if Mark can just take the long ball off the blue spot, leave himself cutting the red thin to top left next, he can run his white back off for a split. Yeah. I think he needs to play for his split off this shot here. It looks fairly natural for it. Put that top left, white back off the rail, into the pack nice and steady away. You don't want to be taking your split on your last shot, do you? Putting all your baskets in one egg. And he's missed it. Which, you know, that's a fair comment like. So he's going to look at the random cannon off the black into the middle pocket. If he plays that and doesn't get it, he's just, you know, handing the frame away, but I don't know if he's got a lot of options here. So he's going to go for a bit of randomness, is he? Yeah, he went for random. And in fairness, he's partially got away with it. Left him one in there, just leave some nice angle on the next ball, Brandon. Yeah, that's nice to come back in for the split, isn't it? Sort of square into the black, and you'll be on your middle ball. Yeah, that's not good. It's left him a toughie. So what's he going to do? He's going to run round. Yeah, nearly back exactly where he was before. So a nice controlled screw back here needs probably 6-7 inch screw up, unless he's going to drop it and take the top corner. But that's ugly for me, that. I think I'd rather be screwing it, playing it positiver. Right. Not a lot of options for Mark here. I think realistically he's got to play the DF and take the white up the table, leave it as tight as he can on that top rail. Without, obviously, foul snookering him. I can't see a lot of other options here. Yeah, that's the one, mate. That's the one. Wow. She said, help yourself to this, buddy. So if he can't put it clean, he can take it off the red anyway, do you, can't he? Yeah, it's in clean. Happy days. Natural ball. On off the cushion. Don't go behind the red, please. Yeah, got it nice. Hooray. Brandon, welcome to the World Championship Singles. 5-1 to Mark Price. So, fingers crossed that's got Brandon a bit more excited about the match. And he'll start playing properly. I don't think Mark can complain. He's been handed 5 frames there for no apparent reason. So, giving him his best mate one back now wasn't too bad a shout. Decent split there. Decent split. I think probably yellows are just about the best balls. You can take yellow off yellow in the middle, nice and gently. He only leaves him one ball to split, and he's got a nice ball to split it with on this bottom right hand corner. So, where's he gone? Yellow off yellow in the middle. That's his nice and gentle shot here. Yeah. Bosh. Happy days. Top right, pull back, 4 inch, middle. down for an angle on the split. Nice to see he's wearing his wife's earring. Yeah, that wasn't good. He wanted to push down past the pot and angle of the one to the bottom right to give him the split. I mean, I don't know, it's all a bit random, isn't it? Well, there you go. Slow the game right down. Let Mark back in. That's just ugly. I think if I was Mark, I wouldn't be wanting to open things up and go for a random double here. Like, I think I'd just steady away and wait for Brandon to make a mistake, because he's made plenty so far. No, he's played a nice shot there. Cover that corner up, but and he's put a yellow dead as well. So I think Brandon's gagging on his own spew now, because he had a chance for finish and he's made a bit of a mess of it. Playing the double to the corner, bring the white up the table for probably a DF if he gets the double. Oh, right. The yellows, with every shot, just get worse and worse. Mark just needs to put his rail ball up on the top left pocket, and the pain just increases on the yellows. That's what he's going to do. Just nice and steady. Oh, wow. Right, if you can dolly this onto the bag, it's not a bad shout. But he's just decided to put it safe instead. So Mark's got a free go at the finish here. You know, you can pot top right, run through for the red to the middle. And he's looking to get himself into a position where he gets his white onto the bottom cushion for a cross double on his only bad red. That's his goal all the way through this next sequence of shots. Yeah, he's not got high enough up off the rail really to get onto his middle and run down off it. And he's now going to be wrong angle on this middle. So I think I'll just put this in, run the white through, maybe take just a set-up shot on his next red. He doesn't need to do anything ridiculous, he just wants to make sure he keeps all his balls open here. Wow. Well. That was a tad random, eh? He's got a few options from a containing shot point of view, but he needs to make sure he definitely doesn't leave him a pot, because if he does leave him a pot, the reds are in bed, aren't they? Is he going to play the yellow up and down as a double to cover the pocket a bit? Well, he's not got anywhere close to the pocket. Now then, Mark. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Again, I wouldn't suggest doing anything too outrageous. Probably just play the red that's middle of the top rail. Oh no, he's going to chin that on for a cover up. And yeah. Not the biggest fan of that. Brandon could play the yellow that's on the bottom rail, squeeze it past the red, stun the white to a position where nothing's potable. Even if you can get the yellow clean past the red and put the white behind the red, not a bad shout. If he doesn't get the snooker here, this frame's finished. I don't know what that was. I don't even know what that was. So I think Mark can make enough angle out of the long pot to the corner to bounce on and off. Yeah, he's not straight on that, so he can bounce on and off, have a shot bottom left. It's all about this first shot, just getting the white up high enough. And then he'll be left with a straight one to the middle, black in the right middle, all over. That last shot of Brandon, I don't know if he was going for a double and think he was going to take a finish or what. Oh, and he's caught that way too thick. Caught that way too thick. Now then, I think he's got to play for the double and screw back. Double his ball, it's between the black and the yellow. Screw back and have a shot. He's unlucky, he caught the knuckle, so he wasn't a million mile away and he actually got sweet position. So Brandon will have a bit of luck and see where he can leave Mark on again, because that seems to be what he does. Oh, and there you are. So he's left Mark a shot. The position's, quite difficult. You've either got to commit to leaving your white high on your last ball or playing it with a load of dragging left to bring your white down below the black. But I think realistically you want to make the pot as easy as you can, given that it is a tough pot. Just play natural ball and stay high on your last ball. You don't need to hit it very hard to get the white away here, like. That's not bad. I need to find yourself some containing shots here instead of just letting Mark in all the time. He's asking for a toll. Bad to tell from here, but he might have an edge on that ball at bottom rail. And even if he doesn't, he just has to go for a back heel on it anyway. So he's going off the thin rail, just nice and steady. Yeah, that works. Didn't really want to pot it. There is a pot. There is a pot. It's not a pleasant pot, but there is a pot. To the middle left, and I think he's got to try it. Because you can kind of kill your white on the yellow on the bottom rail, so I think, given how ugly this frame is looking for him, he might as well have a bash. Does he think that double goes? Phew. That looks tight past the yellow, doesn't it? Is he doubling? Oh, he's gone random. Oosh. Right, Brandon. Time for glory. Well, you could be on the roll here though. That'll be 2 frames on the trot. You can actually take his cushion ball. As long as he keeps his white to the right hand side of the table as it goes back up. Because then the only pot he leaves mark is the one that's cannon in the yellow in the middle as well. So he wants to sort of maybe just a touch of run inside on this to make sure the white goes wide. And that's what he's played, but he's played it well. Played it well. So you can see Mark can't go for the pot because he's knocking the yellow in. I mean, he's got to have to do something a bit outrageous. I don't know whether he can even go for a cocked hat to the right middle. That's what he's looking at, isn't he? But even that, he's white. You know, he's hitting the ball. He's not hitting it full in the face to play that, so his white's still in danger of going towards the yellow. Oh, has he put that out the way? Oh, gee. That was nearly a cheeky one, wasn't it? So if he's got out by him, he's just gonna bounce it off and play snooker. Oh, isn't he cushion? Oh my god. The lad's got a head full of toys, hasn't he? That is just ridiculous. Has he not hit a cushion? Yeah. Yeah, so he's taking the white. I wouldn't have done that. I would have potted the yellow. I would have definitely potted the yellow and got into some sort of reasonable position on my red. So now he's sort of playing it. He's got to get this. He can't bubble it out. He's played it like a dream. Played it like a dream. The boy's a genius. Yeah, he's just putting Brandon now at the end of the table, running it through him dry and not even giving him a reach round. Back to it, Mark Price, 6-1 up. First to 7, Mark's break. Go on, Mark, let's have a break and dish. Got yourself a ball. It's always the start you kind of want. The finish isn't dead straightforward, obviously, but at least he's got the ball and he's got the choice of what to do now. There's a red down. And he's got a pot on a yellow if he decides to go yellows. And he's nominated yellow. He's taking long ball. Gone for a random screw back. And got random no position. So I think it looks like Mark's just decided to go berserk here. And how do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Yeah, it's all a bit raggedy, isn't it? cut the split? No. But he's got his other diamond position. He's cutting into the middle, on and off the rail into the split. Get a bit of random luck here. This match could be over. And I would suggest he doesn't want to really go into the split too heavy here. Don't want to put too much work into it. Oh, he obviously doesn't want to go into the split at all. He had a touch aside on there and he just didn't, he just wanted a natural ball. So I think he got himself excited at 6-1 and I mean it was just a massively uncontrolled finish. Oh, hang on. How do you like them? Found himself a back heel plant. He is on his last ball. He's going to be naturally on the black here and probably just a little bit of a stun. Maybe cannon into that red near the top right. Or is he playing natural ball? Right, he's playing natural ball as well. He's going to go into that red there and leave himself, I don't know, as ugly as you could possibly ask for. That's random. Black off red to middle. Wow. Is he playing a double? Right. And yeah, I mean the Reds aren't good, but he's got a pot to the right middle, from which he can then play a snooker next, and then the Reds become looking quite nice, don't they? Oh, but he's going to randomly smash the white around. I mean, realistically, the way this lad's played, he wants to think of some containing shots rather than just randomness. I think his head's exploded, hasn't it? He's just said, "I'll show you I can play, and I'll show you I can play even without position." That's fair enough. He's not left him a shot. I don't think that's cuttable. But they're good tables here, so if he does catch it right, there's a chance of it getting onto the pocket. I'll tell you what. How's that for you? Thank you very much. There we go. Mark Price made easy work of that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure there'll be an advert on shortly showing you what the next match is. Cheers. Sweet. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. On to the second stream table now. Got David Gonzalez of France and Lucky Badan of India. The India lads have got a really strong team this year. They've been doing well. They've only lost one match, and that was to England, 11-10. They beat our team 11-10 as well, Scotland. A little bit lucky with that, lads, but never mind. So David Gonzalez has just brought a frame back from 6-3, 6-4. Just been told Dave has been struggling a little bit. He was 5-1 down, so he's managed to take 3-1 out of the last 4 frames. Only playing to 7, and Lucky, or Lucky as they call him, is a really good player. So it's going to be a task for Dave to win this from 6-4 down. But if Lucky decides to go in off like that, chances will occur. Dave is a good player from France. Regular at these World Championships and the European Championships. Glenn Carr in the background making a nuisance of himself, you can see. So if you can just get one sort of decent split there, and he hasn't. I don't know if the red will squeeze past that yellow in the bottom right. If it does, then he can kind of keep this dish alive, because he's got a pot to the right middle. And I think there's a chance that red might squeeze there. Yeah, I think if he goes cushion first and just nice and steady away, it might drop in. He's probably better off trying to bag it up, but we'll see. Where's he going here? Ooh, this is a big one. Screw to the top left. Well, he's a mile away from that. He's a mile away from that, and I've got to tell you, I fancy Lucky to take these away. He doesn't mess about like, and these India lads on top form this week. Good set of lads as well. Played that nicely. Absolutely plumb. I think these are in bed. Ideally, he's looking to leave himself the cushion ball last as a drop in for the dead black in the middle, like, and it's just straightforward. He just needs to work out his sequence of the ball that's like ugly to get on is the one just like 3 inches away from that left-hand cushion, and he's got himself up onto it now. So that's absolutely plumb. He'll drop that one in. Bottom left. Leave yourself half ball, bottom right. Better still if you can run through and leave yourself kind of straight on the one to the bottom right. Then it's easy, isn't it? Yeah. So he's played it to leave an angle. Now he just needs to make sure he doesn't abuse the position here. Oh, he's going to screw back onto his real ball, is he? Yeah, he's played a nice shot there. Nice shot there. He's not... I don't know if he's on the one to the bottom right, but he's definitely on the middle. He'd like to take bottom right first and back across. Yeah, he's on it, so a little bit of check side probably here. Oh, he's played it well. Played it well. So he's just going to dolly this in with a touch of right hand side. Keep the white kind of straight on the next middle. Oh, right. I'd like to be on reds. Can I be on reds, please? Because they're absolutely gagging for it. Dave's going to be taking these away, no doubt. Having said that, I thought Lucky was going to take them last ones out. And he knows he should have. I think he's alright there. Run that to the middle, run through. I think probably run through to take the one to the left middle next rather than the bottom right. The bottom right's perfect for just getting onto the black, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I'd have taken it that far. You know, he should have left himself a good foot short of where he'd landed there, just taking the left middle, and then, you know, all these positions are easy. So slightly jacking up on it just increases the degree of difficulty, but it's a straightforward pot. Needs a bounce. If you wanted to make a finish difficult, this is the way to do it. He looks awful thin on the one to the top left, and the one to the bottom right. For me, he's probably going to have to put a bit of right hand side on to swing the white round, so that increases the difficulty. Yeah, so he's going to commit. Let's see what you look like. Right in the middle. Right. So I kind of fancied Lucky to win this with 2 shots from there. It doesn't look too tough, does it? Just set that up. That'll just do him nice. Yes. Happy days. So I settle yourself down, make it easy. Wow. Didn't need to go that far, but I mean it's still absolute dolly, innit? Well done, Lucky. There we go, that's my stint over. Good night.